Greetings, beloved multiversal soul familia, once again. This is, yet again, another morning energy forecast. With a bit of updates on this grand war that is now over. Let's talk about it. The cosmic tides have turned, and yet, there they are, the dry drunks of spiritual warfare, side-eyeing the victors like we stole their last energetic cigarette. We won. The Galactic Federation packed up its distortions and shuffled off, and the Law of One stands triumphant. And yet some just can't let go of the old battle scars, still gripping onto the narrative that they were meant to be the eternal warriors, forever locked in struggle. Just like the weatherman gets tidbits on what's going on energetically in the physical and then articulates it into a message. Here I am yet again using that same model of receiving tidbits, signs, and synchronicities, both through interactions with others as well as dream time exercises. So, the dry drunks are just going to have to take the L and sit alone in their bitterness. It's an odd phenomenon, this post-victory bitterness. You'd think they'd be thrilled. We ascended past the oppression, outmaneuvered the galactic tricksters, and finally we can breathe in unity consciousness without interference. But for some, the war wasn't just a means to an end. It was their whole identity. Now that the enemy has been vanquished, they're left pacing the battlefield, swords still drawn, searching for a phantom opponent. This is where the Law of One wisdom kicks in. Unity isn't about clinging to old wounds. It's about integrating experience and moving onward. But integration isn't always a smooth process, especially when one has spent eons locked in battle mode. The mind, accustomed to war, seeks conflict, even when none is needed. And so we get the spiritual equivalent of bar brawlers throwing punches at the air, convinced that unity must be another deception. Or the deliverer of the morning energy forecast must be another deception. How do we handle these side-eyeing holdouts? With humor, mostly. Because let's be honest, if someone is grumbling about the downfall of their oppressors like it was the worst thing to ever happen, that's objectively hilarious. But also with patience and compassion. Some needed time to detox from the war frequency to realize that the game of polarity doesn't need to be played on repeat. The key is not to engage in their ghost battles. Let them huff and puff and let them rant about how the victory wasn't won correctly. Or how unity is just another form of oppression. Irony much? The reality remains, we're in a new frequency now. One where the struggle narrative doesn't hold weight anymore. So, let's celebrate, let's build, create, and embrace this new paradigm without getting caught in the nostalgia of war. If someone wants to remain a cosmic curmudgeon, well, that's their free will. But for those of us moving onward, cheers to the victory, the integration, and the joy of not having to fight for every scrap of light anymore. Thank you so very much for tuning in to this brief, yet direct and detailed energy forecast delivery. With much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings.